welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. It is a new year, and Nollywood is just simmering down from yet another breakneck end of the year season for all stakeholders. Or so it seems. That indeed used to be a given before the onset of current economic realities. In spite of this turn of events, those stakeholders in the entertainment sector continue to stay resilient and infinitely creative, making the most of their art and delivering premium excitement to Nigeria and far beyond. Live theatre has always been the key component and indispensable building block of this creative ecosystem. And joining us now to discuss the impact of live theatre as an integral part of the creative economy is Joseph Edgar, an investment banker turned theatre producer and prolific writer. Good morning and good to see you again.
Morning.
Joseph Edgar.
Yeah.
You know the word Duke, we were careful in using it here, around here. It's not a word that we throw around anyhow, but here you are, a Duke of Shomolu. Good morning, Happy New Year to you.
Same to you, same to you.
Good to have you.
Same to you.
All right, let's talk theatre.
Yeah.
But for me, more of the economy of theatre. And you were part of the big players last year. And of course, you know, I'm sure that you'll be taking that into the new year.
Yeah.
What will be, let's start from the assessment point of view. Did you make money from theatre last year? We saw so many sponsors, so many tickets sold, and you had like 3 plays or thereabouts.
6.
6 last year.
6 massive plays.
How did it go? Okay,
so basically, I don't know if LRS, FRS, so one has very careful. But you see, the economics of theatre is totally different from other aspects of entertainment, other businesses. So you really don't make money like that. So I'll give you the figures here now. So we did Faju. We did Faju in Ekiti and we did Faju in Lagos. Now, Ekiti doesn't have a theatre market as it were, so the play was free of charge. That's the only way we could fill up the halls. You get no. Lagos has a theatre market. You get, and they will sell tickets for 5,000, 20,000, and they will do production of 60, 62, 65 million naira, and you're selling like 2 million at the gates.
Tickets?
Yeah, 2 million naira at the gates. Yeah, and that's very good, oh. That's very good, oh. December we did 2 massive plays, filled to the brim, and we're selling tickets like 600,000 naira. Like that. And we're spending about 40-something million. So people will ask and say, oh, so why are you doing this? Or how do you survive and things like that, you know? For us, because we're talking the economics now, so let's talk about, because there are 2 things why we're in theatre. So there's the impact side of it, you know, the job, the telling the stories to remind Nigerians of who we are and things like that. But the economics of it is that, you know, so we try to create jobs amongst not only youths, amongst people in that space with this production. So we've worked with over 6,000 of actors since we started. You know, so by the time we put in all the people at the back, the directors, the costumers, all of that, you know, and that's why when you were in government, you guys used to do something that was quite novel. So when I come and look for money, they will tell me I should write a proposal and tell you how it will impact certain sectors, and nobody gets asked those kind of questions anymore. But I think those questions that people should be asking. Do you understand? So we're using hotels, you know, we're using airlines because we're flying people in. There might be small, but if you extrapolate and we have much more producers doing stuff like that, then you begin to see those impact you get. So we are affecting media, we are affecting logistics, we are affecting fashion, we are affecting all of that.
There's an economy around it.
And then, so the one that used to really excite me was during the ASU strike. You know, so when they had the ASU strike and lecturers were not going to work for whatever reasons you get. So we are now using professors to write our scripts, we're using professors to direct our plays. And so at some point we had a long queue of regarded professors who wanted to work with us in that space. You get. So for us, it's been a very colorful journey, you get, and we'll keep pushing.
I mean, you speak about how much goes into, you know, production, live theatre production, and how much you make back, and of course, it's the math is not adding up. But when you think of the context of, you know, our current economic realities, how have you, in particular, I guess, been resilient enough to get through all of these challenges that are in the entertainment sector? Because it almost looks as if when we look at, you know, music, film. It seems as if theatre is the one that is suffering the most, even though it's still one of the purest forms of entertainment. I mean, we just yesterday or 2 days ago, they were celebrating the 1 billion naira mark that the Funke Akindele film box office was able to make. But then we're not seeing that in theatre. How are you able to navigate these challenges and continuing to ensure that you're delivering premium content to your audiences?
This is your question. I don't know which one to answer. Plenty. I don't know which one to answer.
Just pick anyone.
I show you other proof. I don't show you my own play.
They will show your play.
I'm confused.
No,
okay, but let me try.
Yes.
Is it theatre by its very nature is limiting, so there's a finite number of seats you can sell at any point in time, and because it's live. Unlike movies that you can push on air and all of that. So I've heard people come and say, well, Edgar, why don't you live stream your plays? I'm very far from there as a person. Maybe other producers will do that, because I tend to get very arrogant about my art, so come and see it live. You guys, you want to go and watch a movie, go and watch a movie. So I don't believe in live streaming a play, visiting your house and watching a play, because there's that intimacy between the actor and the audience that just kills me. Do you understand? You know, so movies can do 1 billion. I don't think we will ever get to that point. We are the poor cousins
for theatre.
For theatre, I don't think we will ever. Because,
really? Are you sure? Because when we look at, we look at.
We can do it if we blow the boundaries, which is what I, Joseph Edgar, will not do. I don't know about the other person. So what I mean blowing the boundaries is, so for example, I'm taking a to the UK now, and I'm seeing a lot of people say to me that, are you not going to live stream so I can watch in Atlanta? I will not. Yeah. You get, next person can do it. You get. So the other person will do it and may attempt to hit that 1 billion naira record with theatre. But for me, that's not theatre anymore. Are you getting me now? So based on that, I don't think I just have graduation productions will ever get to that point in terms of sales. You get, but maybe in terms of impact, maybe in terms of influence, we just may get there. You get the but in terms of actual ticket sales, won't get there. Now the question that is the one that you asked that really interests me right now is how we continue to push despite the. I will continue to push despite the economic challenges. You get, so it's kind of the cost is going up and the tickets are going down. And you see, and it's funny because you see actors, directors, consumers, people who live in the same economy, who go to the same market, who have the same school fees to pay, and you're trying to ask them to keep their because you're trying to hold down costs. So you see a sponsor that used to give you, say for example, 5 million naira, today is giving you 500K. You can't blame him because he's having all sorts. And then the next minute, you see the director saying, oh, you paid me X amount last production, so you should pay me X plus this production. So we're taking Awuti Kene March 9th. We're doing Awuti Kene March 9th.
Just for symbolic reasons, or is there a reason?
I find money, I want to take out to UK. And the man won't give me money.
It's the honesty for
me. so I tell the man, say, let me come and do it in your village so you can see what it is. You get me now?
That money is tied to betting or to
Aero. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So when we did our cost us then about 37 million. We did that twice. So the second one was a little bit cheaper. It cost about 37 million. And this man is telling me that I will give you less than 40% of that. Take it or leave it.
To stage it in the Kenya.
Stage in the Kenya. So this like Kenya now, we don't get hollow. We don't get hall. So that means you don't get acoustics. The whole day don't get acoustics. So the sound has to be top notch. Yeah. You get the head. So I'm sitting down with the director who was a struggle to give me production at 36 million to now want to give me production at 8 million. Are you seeing it now? So the economy is not working, but I have to do the show. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
So I have to talk to the guy, beg him, whatever. So that's how it's going. But what we've done in Duke production, and I'll say it there very clearly, is that we realized very quickly the power of retail.
Retail.
Yeah, retail. So when I'm part of retail, when I first started work, when I first started this theater production thing, so they sacked me. So I come say,
They sacked you for where you're
they sacked me for work. So I said, what will I do next now? So let me gather people and do play. So I went to the first one bank, I don't call the name here, and they gave me 200,000 naira. And then that's why I don't have partners. That's why I don't work with partners. I don't want investors because they will never believe these things. Do you get? So the bank says I will give you 200,000 because we don't know you. You've not done anything in this place. We don't know you. For me, to have that bank's logo on my first production was massive. So I didn't even care if they did it for me for free. As long as they allowed me to put their logo on my something. And then my partner, then partner says, I can't wake up from sleep. I can't leave my house for 200,000 naira. So me don't go. I don't collect the money. So you see, the power of retail is all that. So I push to 36, 50 people, companies. I say, give me 500K. Do you get it? So that's below the radar. So most people in those organizations, in those corporate comms departments can sign up 500K without thinking. Do you understand? So I take 500K from 40 people. Do you get it? That's why when you come to my place, you see logos of some people have 50K and give me, but you see the logo of that again. So that way, I will hit my 50 million budget very easily. You get it? Now the other guy who's going to look for 40 million from one source, the English will be too much. So what we now do is we call in investment banking call it upselling. You get it? So that there are two sides. There's the left side and there's the right side. So the left side is the sponsorship side, the right side is the ticket side. So I don't even look at that side because there's nothing there. You understand? So whatever comes from there, I can dash the actors, dash the people together. So I upsell on this side. So get as much funds as possible from this side. So that covers the production and whatever it is that's on top. So in upselling on this side of it, do you understand? You now go retail. Do you get? So you go to ask people for money they can afford to lose. That's why we can do 6 productions in.
Is it a loss if they're sponsoring you?
No. So for them, it's for them. Don't forget that the advertising budget, that corporate cost budget is also being slashed.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that goes. You get. So when you say I worked in banks now, so I've started in NPR, I've started when people come to defend budget. You get. So when people like sales people come to defend our budget, it's usually a breeze because I need 2 more cars because I need to open 4 more branches. So the MD wants to hear that. But when the corporate comes, the MD is becoming irritated because it's a cost center for him. He doesn't understand what you're talking about like that. You know. So for them, so that corporate comms guy who gave me 500K and now sees his brand on the marquee, and his MD is now coming because Zeke Shomolu, most likely his MD is my friend, so MD is now coming with the board, having a very lovely time, and they see themselves, thanks. Yeah. So for him, is okay. Yeah. So that structure works for us. We did 5G.
Is that structure that you've mentioned, is it sustainable?
It is very sustainable. I've had people ask me that question many times. People ask me that question so many times. Is it sustainable? Don't people get tired and things like that? My brother, you see, I don't know if I can say it on TV. For Bible, Jesus say, if I go in your house, when he was sent disciples, those are the first salesmen. If I go your house, I do not agree, just and walk you. Are you getting me now? So you see, theater practitioners must understand that the most important person in the production is the producer. It's me. It's not you. So when I'm going to talk to, and when I say something, they vex, but it's always the whole truth. It's not the director. So when I'm going to talk to the man who's going to give me the money, he doesn't want to know how Okonkwo is going to sing the song. He's not even interested whether someone's name, whether Shaitan can act or do a head like this. No. Impact on his business, impact on his whatever, and their relationships. Are you getting me now? So my job as a producer of stage plays, do you get me now, is to build relationships on a daily. Every day I must meet 10, 15, 20 new people that can give me 500K without thinking. Are you getting me now? That's my job. That's why I can do 8, 9, 10 productions. Do you get me now? Later, I don't know if I
Joseph, why I asked that question is, 2 reasons. The Broadway example, and then where we started from, the Alarinjo Theatre example. there were no sponsors when the Alarijo Theatre of the Yoruba started. But what stood them out was the fact that they would take one play throughout the year and, tour different cities from Ibadan to Lagos to Kaduna to Abeokuta to Kano to Sokoto, Yoruba communities, Hausa community. So why are you not able to do that? And that's the style that you will find in Broadway. A play opens, or even off Broadway or whatever. A play opens, but you know that for 6 months or 9 months, you will find that.
No, if you dare me, I'll do it. But that's not my strategy. I can't do it easily.
Why is it your strategy?
Because there are too many stories to tell. I'm just 54. Do you get? So I don't try now. I'll retire at 60, 65. There are too many stories to tell. I don't even know. There are too many stories to tell. And nobody is telling those stories. That's why I won't take only one play and run around. No, you see, we did 5G, and the place was filled to the brim. Do you get? In Ekiti and in Lagos, and then more people were outside than inside. You can also know something. We'll do 5G this Easter. We'll bring it back again. We'll do 8 shows. You get? They'll take it to Unilag and do another. You get me now? Because a lot of people were calling me. Why this play? But guess what? I just got this money. Man, why don't I just do Kashima? That's how you have to do the MK story too. You get? Just too many stories. See, Steve. Last year I did 8 plays. 8 plays. I did 350 million worth of plays last year. No, not this one. I got 2022. Do you get? So I did Warri. I did Lagos. I did Abuja. Are you getting me now? Yeah. So I can take one play and run it for 8 years on the back of the 10,000 people who are my friends who can give me 500K without thinking. You see the sustainability? If I can't, you go give me money now. Yeah, you give me money now. So I can see now. See, let me tell you, I've been trying to tell this story since. So I decided to go wholesale with Zeke.
Okay. Not the retail style.
Not the retail style. I decided to go wholesale with Zeke because you see, I'm an investment banker, so I have marketing strategy. So I cluster my productions. I cluster it. Do you understand? When I mean cluster, so I'm doing Zeke. I'm going to meet all the Onitsha people that I know, from their king to the last person on the floor, to fund it. That's why it's not getting tiring. Do you get? So I might not come to you, Steve, for the next 3 productions because I never do play Reach Your Village. Are you getting me now? So I went to Onitsha, and then one man says, "How much is this thing?" I said, 40 million. The man says, "I will give you 35 million." My brother. So I said, "You give me 35 million." He said, "Don't go anywhere again. I will give you 35 million." And then I have a bank that gives me money every year. At the beginning of the year, they will give me for the year. So, and they had given me, so I found money was Zeke. So I relaxed. I mean, 2 weeks to play, my brother Alpha, he's not taking my call again.
Oh no.
He's in London. He has fallen sick. His wife is pregnant, all sorts. So I called him and I said, "My brother, I've invited Obi Onitsha. He's coming with 26 kids on this 35 million. You'll not only be embarrassing me, but embarrassing yourself. Don't worry. A week to production, I lost money. So I fall back on my retail. A week to production, I raised the money. I raised about 20-something and did the show.
For Zeke in 2022?
Zeke, yes. I did the show. Flew in the Obi Onitsha.
That was directed by
directed by Dr. Erojukwe. Young boy, PhD. Okay. Yeah. In Suka, I flew him from Suka. I flew him here, kept him in the hotel in Lagos there for 6 weeks. So because of that dislocation, it now affected my next production.
You never got the 35 million?
No, me. It came. It came like 3-4 months later. But you know that
But you got the money.
Of course I got the money. I was owing so many people there. So, but that affected funding of the next play, which was 5G. 5G was supposed to be 1st of October. It was supposed to be a symbolic play because it was a play about Nigerian unity. It was supposed to be on the Independence Day. So we now couldn't do 5G 1st of October. So we now did 5G 16th of October in Ekiti. Now listen carefully. Now, I must give myself 90 days to raise money for any production, no matter the budget. So our UK now is costing me £100,000. That's about 140 million. Do you get?
The AWO in the UK?
AWO in the UK.
Where are you using? Short theatre?
Short theatre, yeah. So it's going to cost me about 140 million naira. As of today, you know the way this thing is going now. When we look at 160, no go ever come down. Do you get me now? So, but 90 days I'll raise the money. I can see the roadmap. Retail. Do you get?
Why are you going to the UK?
Two reasons. The reasons are plenty. You get? So in my own little way now, me trying to earn forex too now. I'm bringing money back in there.
Again, it's the honesty for me.
Yeah, no, I'll give you a small example now. So Access Bank UK bites and wants to do our UK.
Yeah.
Abi? And it's okay, we'll give you X. It's okay, no problem. They give me X and they give me Forex. I think here's my dumb account. So my head is like, if I had 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90 people doing this kind of thing. So that's influence for our own little listen. Then the second reason again is that people are running away. There are a lot of people there, over 200,000 Nigerians there. Do you get it? So take the stories there too now.
In London?
Yeah, in London.
More, if not more.
It's 200,000.
Really?
Yes, legally.
Okay.
There are a lot of people.
It's only the legal ones you want in the hall.
I can't talk about illegal ones.
Okay.
So what I was trying to bring to you is that because of that dislocation of Zeke during Easter, it now affected December plays because Fajuna came on the 6th of November. Are you seeing now? That means now that I now had 7th of November to 18th of December to raise 46 million retail.
But I guess like this is what he's asking about with the sustainability of your method.
It's very sustainable.
As long as you have your 90 days of sustainable.
No. So I don't have, see, I have a pool, and this is the advice I give everybody. You know, I do masterclass on sales. People come, they pay me a lot of money to go and listen to me talk. You get, so I'm very practical. I've done sales for 22 years in banks. They've sacked me 5 banks. You get, so I understand this thing very well. You see, retail is key. That is why you see, what are those doing retail now that make a lot of money? Betting companies, telcos, and banks. I was with betting company guys. They said, "Hey, look, nobody can touch me." It's because I pay 6 billion annual tax as tax. Do you get? If anybody touches one shop like this, I'll call the governor. Are you getting me now? Hey, so it's retail. People are just betting how much? 100 naira, 200 naira, 300 naira. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
Hey, get. So it's retail. So as long as my retail pool keeps expanding, do you understand? As long as my retail pool keeps expanding. You see, when I was investment banking, they'll give me target 15 billion. I'll be looking at this people normal. Why would they give only 1 million, 15 billion naira target? Target 15 billion was Taraba State budget. That's the one reason why they sacked me now. When during the MPR they say you have not brought the money. I said I thought it was a joke. No. Hey, they told HR to sack me. I went willingly. I cannot kill myself. But you see, I found out that the banks that have sustained themselves become A banks, were banks that saw that power of that retail very quickly. So when a bank has 1 million savings accounts, you get a bank has 13 million savings accounts. You get?
Yeah.
That's power. That's not only power of funds, that's influence. If the government want to touch you, they will think.
Yeah.
Can you convert that retail to the other side, to the ticket side? Like, you know, like you said about Broadway, because I'm, you know, I'm someone who, anytime I'm in England, I watch at least 3-4 shows, right? And we don't have that culture here where anytime during the year I can watch 3-4 shows. It's only during Christmas
I think it's only my sister, Brian Peters, that has
Terraculture,
Yes, that has.
I was going to ask if that's your model.
It cannot be my model.
No?
It cannot be my model. I don't have the time. She had the time, I don't have the time. I'm 54. So she built that franchise from, do you get? So she didn't just wake up in the morning and start. Because what she told me, she said, Edgar, look, she does, because I look at, see, when I first started working, I'll go and look at people, when people go to watch plays, me, I don't go and watch play. Me, I go and look at who are sponsoring them. So I count. Do you get?
Yeah.
So when I look at our own, I see that it's the same people. Do you get? So there's emotional relationship in one or two.
Yeah.
There's long-standing relationship in one. You get? So it's same 4-5 people, and then I say little media partners. I know there's no cash there. So I call her. I say, how are you funding these things? Because from what I'm seeing here now, you know, go. Yeah. And so Edgar, I fund everything from ticket sales. So she has broken it. She has broken it. Do you get?
Yes.
And it must have taken her a lot of time. So now she has classic followership.
Yeah, because Terra will be 20 this year.
Yeah. Now classic 20 years. I get me now. So I've done only 5-6 years. I get me now. So I don't have the patience. That's why I don't even look at that side. So I went to the Alibaba show, January 1. And I sat down, the hall was full. And And I kid you not, I don't think over 60% of those who pay for that ticket. It's just something that, first, is our culture, and then my friend said tickets. Do you get it? Second, the man who responds to the bank or who's giving you that 5, 10 million, 3 million, do you get it? You give them this, bring 4 booklets. You give them 4 booklets, and then the they give us 4 stories, so don't vex. So I'm doing a play, do you get it? And the state government gives me money. And the money is plenty. And I'm thanking them. Are you getting me now? And then I now come to Lagos and I bring children from a particular school who have a very beautiful theatre culture, secondary school.
Yeah.
And say, put like 10 or 20 of the children in the production. Give me another 300 to come and watch the play for free.
Yeah.
And then the commissioner of that state now calls me and says, you have to save my marriage. I said, why, what's happen?
You have to what?
Save my marriage. I said, what's happen? He said his wife said that why is her own children's school not in that production? That she needs the same 300 people from her own children's school to come out. Well, this guy that facilitated my sponsorship. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
Horse is 300. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
I've given one school 300. So I have to give her own 300 the next day.
Yeah.
Do you get me now? That's why people like me cannot break that ticketing side of it.
Yeah.
So which takes me to the point of why am I doing this now? It's the message.
Yeah.
Stories.
It's the message I'm sending out. I don't care about the money. It's the message. See, we have to sell this message of Nigeria to a younger generation. So I see young people come and watch this play and say, I didn't even know Jack Conde. Jack Conde just died 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Children don't know Jack Conde. They come to play, watch the play and say, Jack Conde, governor of Lagos State. Are you getting me now? That's the message. And that's why we don't use marquee actors. So you don't distract the image.
All right, Joseph, we're running out of time, but before we let you go, we had your friend, he's one of your directors, Makinde Adeniro, here last week. And part of the things he told us, Adiswa and I, was that... This Adiswa.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're planning on writing a play on Adiswa?
No, so
okay. All right, so part of what he told us was that the reason why theatre appears to be lagging behind is because there are no policies as such. And that's why you have the minister every time take to Abuja, Nollywood stars, actors, these, but then we can find visual artists, we can find theatre artists, we can find a Joseph Edgar there, we can find a Bolanle Austin Peters, or even a Joke Silva. Do you agree with this assertion, or do you
I've never agreed. Me and Makinde don't really agree on those things. I've never agreed. He's a government person. I say I don't need government for anything. We must begin to have that mindset as Nigerians. Government has failed. Government needs help. I'm telling you the honest God truth. We've tried government since 1960. We've tried government since 1960. Till today, see where we are. It's the dawn of the followership. So if you are in Lagos, if you go down this stretch now, you will see pockets of heaven that has nothing to do with government. You go to estates, go to Nekon Town, go to Pinnock. Those are human beings. Those are people. So government just gives them the environment. Are you getting me now? Government, listen carefully. If government is listening, stay away. Give us enabling environment. Give us security. But don't fund it. Do you get? See, one last story. I went to the state, South to do a play. And because it's South, I don't really know too many people there. So I had to go to government. And government wants to write my script for me. Government wants to, this direction has to go. This is not paying this particular tribe well. And I'm looking at myself. Do you get me now?
Yeah.
And eventually, the money not even come when it was supposed to come. I'm stranded. Do you get? And then the play is going on. Middle of the play, security might jump on the stage because the security governor is coming. They have to move his chair. You know? So subsequent year when I now went back, I said, I don't want to have anything to do with government. Right now, I already done my 16 individuals gave my money. You get? So if Makinde keeps talking about government. See Tinapa now. See, you see video yesterday, see Tinapa now. I mean, Obudu Katura.
Even Tinapa.
Yeah. So entertainment, you get me now, does not need government. Government should look, meanwhile,
music has demonstrated that actually.
God bless you. So what government should be doing now, and what I think they're already looking at, is how they can get their taxes from that industry.
Yeah.
not by bullying, you get, but how because there's so many revenue streams, so many revenues, even for this my small production guys, there are so many revenue streams. How will government support and get their tax, but not lead the way?
All right.
All right, then I think that's a good place to end it. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed this interview, Joseph Edgar, also known as the Duke of Shomolu.